Hi, omies. I'm Simquoya, and welcome back to Rosie in the City. Except these are the extras. So if you watched the LP Rosie in the City for season 1 and you made it to the last episode, then you know that I wanted to do a series of extras with the side characters of Rosie in the City, so we can kind of get a little bit of a deeper dive into who they are, a little bit more of their lives that we don't see while we're focusing on Rosie in the main LP. So the first episode is with Rashad. I asked you guys if you were interested in Rashad in his backstory. I know he hurt us all so much with what he did, but you guys said yeah. So we're starting out with Rashad. We're at his baby shower. In case you didn't watch the LP, the reason we're also upset with Rashad is because of him, what he decided to do with this woman right here and this bump right here. So Rashad was actually Rosie's boyfriend. He's a model and he got signed to a modeling agency in Mount Komarebi, so he had to leave the city, move to Mount Komarebi. And his ex-girlfriend Ashley, she also is a model and was signed to the same agency. So once he got there and saw her, he was like, oh gosh, like this is the last person that I want to see. But they had a welcome event for the new models, and they went out drinking, and one thing led to another, and that led to this. So yeah, so that's not good, because he was definitely in a relationship with Rosie when that happened. So he did cheat on her. So Rosie's birthday is like right around Winterfest. He was able to go home around that time. So if you watch the LP, then you might remember that Rashad is bi-coastal. He's from Del Sol Valley, but he has family in San Myshuno, so he's frequently between the two, especially modeling. Those are like two big cities, so he's there often for work. And so he met Rosie in San Myshuno, and for the holiday, he was leaving Mount Komarebi, was in San Myshuno, and he went to go talk to Rosie and tell her what happened. So he's not proud of what he did, but he had to talk to her. He had to talk to her in person. He had to tell her the truth. He didn't want her to find out on social media or through somebody else. So he had that hard conversation, and it was very sad, but I mean, hey, what can we do? What's done is done. So that happened. It didn't go over too well. And yeah, that was the last we saw of Rashad. So now we're back with Rashad, and he's here with Ashley at their baby shower. And I don't think I mentioned it yet, they're having a boy, as you can see from all the blue. I know, stereotypical, but whatever. I just put it up here real quick just for this little scene. So they are having a boy, and Rashad is actually not thrilled to be having a child, especially not with Ashley. That relationship was done and over. He was excited to be with Rosie. He just didn't want to be a dad anytime soon. And now, this happens to him. Like, he couldn't have any worse luck. So we are here at their baby shower in Del Sol Valley, which is where they are both from and where they met. And this is actually Lotus. Okay, so real quick. So if you follow me on Tumblr, you might be reading my spin-off, which is also a part of Rosie in the City extras, Sage's Shot. So Sage's Shot is Rosie's cousin Sage. It's her life right now in Strangerville. So she's left San Myshuno from where she lived with Rosie, and now she's in San Myshuno. And we met a new character who is Lotus Crenshaw. And Lotus, which we just found out in that story, is best friends with Ashley. So Ashley and Lotus were actually at brunch a couple days ago catching up. Lotus is from Strangerville, but she recently moved to San Myshuno. Oh wait, no. She recently moved to Del Sol Valley because she's a singer, and so she is working with artists and songwriters and other people out here in Del Sol Valley. And so of course she made it just in time to be here for the baby shower. She's also Ashley's not Ashley's, but she's gonna be the unborn baby's godmother. So yeah, so that is Lotus. And then their other friend, okay, her name is Danica. How do you guys pronounce it? I've seen two different pronunciations, and I don't know why I do this. I don't know why I give my Sims names where I don't quite sure know how to pronounce it, but so yeah, so they were also with Danica. And yeah, So she is also one of the best friends. So while they were at brunch, Ashley told them like, no, hold on, skirt. Okay. While they were at brunch, Danica was just getting really annoyed, and she was just like, Ashley, girl, can you please tell Lotus why we're actually here and stop beating around the bush? And so Lotus is like, ooh, stank, girl, like, what are you talking about? So Ashley has to inform Lotus on why they're actually at brunch and what does she want to tell her. And basically, Ashley's news is that she is not sure if Rashad is actually the father of her child. She is not sure if Rashad is the dad. And he does not know that. No one knows that but Danica and now Lotus. And Lotus does not want the stress of that information, especially as this child's godparent. So to know for their whole life that like, okay, my best friend is telling you that, you know, this guy is your dad, but really she has no idea and doesn't plan to find out. And she is definitely conflicted with this information. She does not feel good about that at all. She doesn't know what to do, but of course she's not going to say anything. And neither is Ashley, and neither is Danica. So when will Rashad find out? Will Rashad find out? How he might find out? I don't even know that yet. I don't even know that yet. But so what had happened was Ashley actually arrived in Mount Comarebi a couple of weeks before Rashad did, and Danica came with her. They're best friends, like I said earlier, her, Lotus, and Dee. And so Dee went out there with her, and they were just kind of celebrating and partying and just doing what they do. And I'm not going to say that Danica or Danica, I'm going to keep changing her name. Oh my gosh, we're going to call her Dee, all right? We're going to say that Dee is, we're not going to say that she's a bad influence, but she's kind of a bad influence. And so basically, they were just partying it up in Mount Comarebi, and she challenged Ashley's good girl behavior. And so Ashley was like, I am not such a goody two shoes, like, you know, I can do whatever, blah blah blah. And basically Ashley spotted this cute guy where they were like partying at, and she went up to him and she decided to kind of have a little bit of a one night stand turned into like a short-term fling situation. But she realized it just wasn't her style. It's not what she's into. She's not that type of sim. She's really she really doesn't get into trouble. She doesn't cause any problems, you know. Her parents, which this is her mom, Lisa, and this is her dad, Joe. Oh no, Joey went to sleep? Bro, why are you sleeping at the baby shower? That is so ghetto. Okay. Anyway, you know, she's like the apple of her parents' eye. She always did good in school. She always made good decisions as far as they know. Of course, you know, as a teenager and stuff like that. Because in the episode where we met Ashley, she talked about how her and Rashad used to get into Ashley's parents' drinking stash when they were teenagers. But I mean, they don't know that. So she had her little moment for like a week or so with Isaac, the guy that she met at the club. But then Rashad arrived. You know, they had already been broken up for a while, but when she saw him, she was like, oh my goodness, I think I want that old thing back. And her family and friends, everybody's always pictured them as endgame. So she was like, hey, this might be fate. Like, let's see what we can get into. And so they did get into some things. And then shortly after that, Ashley found out she was pregnant, which she was a little confused about because she wasn't sure, oh my gosh, is it Isaac's or Rashad's, because they were so close together. And that is what went down. Rashad is smiling right now because his buff wore off, but he does not want a kid right now. So he was not happy about the news, and he is not happy about this. But him and Ashley are trying to be in a relationship again. But Rashad is not happy, so they've been staying at Ashley's parents' home here in Del Sol Valley. So I'll let you guys see it. Ashley's parents are in real estate, so they have like a real estate agency. Her dad's a real estate broker. Her mom's this luxury real estate agent. So they live in this big old house. So when Ashley found out that she was pregnant, she literally was like freaking out because she knew that she had been with 2 guys in a very short period of time, and she was not sure whose it was. Obviously in her heart she was like, oh my gosh, I hope it's Rashad's. I would love for it to be Rashad's. Like, this can be the beginning to our happily ever after. But part of her was like, but what if it's not? And she did not want to risk judgment and her reputation by getting pregnant by some random stranger that she doesn't even know. So yeah, so she made a decision to just roll with Rashad being it. Her and Rashad are back together to try and make things work for the baby, but Rashad is ultimately going to let her know after this baby shower, like, look, I'm not happy. I definitely want to be there for my child, but I don't think we need to be together to do that. So he wants to be close, you know, while she's pregnant, just so he can be there for everything and in case anything happens or when the baby is born. But once the baby is born, he's getting an apartment, he's moving out, and he's going to propose that they co-parent, like, you know, a week at a time. So typically I feel like guys try to get the baby on the weekend, but Rashad wants the baby like more than that. He's like, okay, you have the baby for a week, I'll have the baby for a week, and we can do it like that. But I don't want to be with you, I don't want to live with you. I want to raise my son, just not together, you know, not in the same household anyway. So yeah, so that is where Rashad is at, and that is what's going on. And you guys, I really hope that the baby does not look like Ashley. I hope the baby does not look like Rashad, and Rashad and the other guy Isaac don't look anything alike, so I'm going to insert a picture so that you guys can see what he looks like and we can compare. But yeah, I really hope that this baby looks nothing like Rashad and nothing like Ashley. I want y'all to see him right here too. Where is he at? There he goes. So yeah, so I mean, Ashley kind of has a type. He doesn't look like Rashad, but he's a nice looking dude, and you can't see it here, but his eyes are green. I'm hoping, ooh, look at that, may have fathered Ashley's child. So yeah, his eyes are green, so I'm hoping that and his mouth, he doesn't have the same features as Rashad. Okay, Rashad has like a wide, oh, I don't have to click on his profile for that, but Rashad has like a wide mouth, and like his face is like very distinct. Like I don't think him and Isaac look alike. So I mean, it's gonna take forever to find out if the baby really looks like Rashad or not. So like I said, we don't know if Rashad is gonna find out that the baby's not his at all. But I feel like if the baby doesn't look like him, he's gonna ask questions. He might ask questions. He might be a little curious. So yeah, so we are gonna see how that plays out. But this baby will be born any day now. Ashley is in her, oh gosh, give birth. Oh, woohoo, see? The baby will be born any day now. Oh gosh, it's happening. That's it, the baby is getting born. Oh, okay. I was not expecting that, but that is magic. That is magic. Okay, whoa. Where's Rashad? Oh my gosh. All right. Wow. This is perfection. Okay, so the baby is being born. Are we gonna have the baby here? We're gonna go to the hospital. We're gonna have Rashad come. Do we want her mom to come? That would make sense, right? Yeah. Oh, okay, we only have one person come. We're about to bring the whole crew. Like, you know what? Just let everybody come. Oh my gosh. Look at him. He is freaking out. He's like, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But yeah, so see, this is why he hadn't moved out yet, because he had to be close. He had to be close for when the baby was going to be born. Oh my gosh. Rashad's mom is at work. Isn't she like a surgeon though? I could have sworn she was a surgeon. Is he seriously? Oh my gosh. So Rashad is a lazy sim. He's taking a freaking nap in the chair. I want to say his mom is a surgeon. Why is she at the front desk? Doctor. Okay, it just says doctor. Wow. Okay, so she is at work while her son is about to have his child. And Ashley, what are you doing, girl? Can you come in here and have, wait a minute. Oh, okay, wait a minute. Y'all, what should we name the baby? What should we name the baby? Let's randomize it. Alexi? No, Billy. Wesley? Wesley West? No. Aiden? That's cute. Okay, Aiden West. And Rashad's last name is Copeland. Rashad is like, obviously I want the baby to have my last name, and Ashley is hesitant, like, no, I think the baby's last name should be West. And he's just like, why? Why should the baby not have my last name? Like, it's my first son. I would like for him to have my last name. And so Ashley is like, okay, well, let's just name him Aiden West Copeland. Or should it be Aiden Copeland West or Aiden West Copeland? That's fine. Okay, Aiden Copeland West. So Rashad is already like, why can't the baby have my last name? Y'all, are those eyes green? Are the eyes green? Or were they brown? Hold on. Oh my gosh, open your eyes, little baby. We can't tell. Should we age the baby up to a toddler right now? Should we do it? The hospital was glitching, so we had to come home. Okay, where is Rashad? Sleep. Okay. Oh my goodness. Let's see what this baby looks like. I can't tell. So far the eyes look brown, but it might age up and have green eyes. We're gonna see. Dang, should we make the baby a toddler now? I mean, it's only gonna be a little baby for 2 days. And it's 2 days instead of 3 because I have my MCC age settings changed. Dang, Rashad is asleep. He does. Bro, do you care that your son is just born? Ashley don't know what to do with this baby. This baby keep crying and she just tickling. Feed that child. Oh my goodness. Y'all, I aged the baby up. The baby has green eyes. The baby has green eyes. Da, 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 da. The baby has green eyes. My eyes are green cause my daddy ain't Rashad.
You are not the father.
Wow. Love that for them. Love that for them. Oh wow. So I aged the baby up because Rashad is about to move out, and so it's gonna be 2 days. There is no need for him to move with an object baby. Okay, sorry you guys, his kitchen is a mess, but yeah, Rashad is about to break things off with Ashley and let her know that he is moving out. So he is about to move out and take little Aiden with him into his new home. Okay, so Rashad and Aiden are in their new home, and Rashad is just putting him to sleep. He got the little clouds above his bed. Aw, look at them. See, Rashad is such a good dad. So like I said, they're gonna be co-parenting a week at a time. So this is Rashad's week, and oh, perfect. It looks like Rashad is shaping up to be a really good dad, and like I said, I do not know what his future holds, if he will find out, how he will find out, all that jazz. But like I said, since the baby is growing up to not look anything like Rashad, I personally think the baby looks like the baby's actual dad, Isaac. But yeah, so we're gonna see I guess later on how this all plays out. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode. There will be 2 more Rosie in the City extras. There will be not Rashad, this is Rashad. There will be Rogers and Sage. So yeah, so thanks again. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video if you found it interesting, and leave a comment, and I'll chat with you guys later. Peace.